Alright, ladies and gentlemen, folks who are still tuned here, even though we have massive delay, it's the next game coming up at us. It's going to be Power Rangers against Team Property. And both teams have been showing some strong results lately, especially Power Rangers. They have been taking out Na'Vi and they have been taking out, not quite sure, Virtus Pro or Empire? One of those?
Taking out both Virtus Pro and Alliance.
Lions as well, and they have taken out Na'Vi? My god. Wow, that is some strong stuff coming at us right now. I'm really curious to see how they play. I have not seen any games by them, I have to say. So really gonna enjoy this for sure. So yeah,
they're definitely an interesting matchup. I think the Power Rangers are really the having the upper hand in the matchup.
Favorites.
But we'll see if Property can play as solid as they did last game. Then they will have a possibility to win this game.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see. I mean, if they have a strong laning phase, then I have the feeling that Property always plays really well when they have the advantage. I have not seen them losing games when they do have a good laning phase so far, or at least in the last couple of weeks when I was casting them. So yeah, I do think that they need a strong draft, and if they do that thing, who knows? They might even take out the mighty Power Rangers. My god, Power Rangers! What a team name. I do.
Yeah,
are those the same? The same, because I mean, there was a Power Rangers
team.
They've
been around in the scene for a really long time with that name, but I think it's only one or two players from the old roster. I think Moon has been playing with them for a really long time. But if I recall correctly, they had some players from the old ICAP roster. I think Jackal was playing.
Yeah. Mag probably as well at that point.
I'm not sure about Mag. Don't really remember.
Well, regardless, definitely a strong team. Alright, so we do see that Nagasiren is going to get through the draft as of for now. We do, however, not see a ban against Abaddon. You know, maybe Power Rangers might be picking them up. I have seen Abaddon being picked quite frequently when he has gone through the drafting on a certain level, I have to say. I mean, some teams just don't care about him. Don't play against him, but it might even be a good pickup from Team Property right now against the Naga Siren net. I mean, Abaddon with that aphotic shield might do a lot of work for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And I heard people saying that Abaddon is a new trend. They've been picking him instead of the Treant.
Yeah.
Yeah, some kind of the defensive support.
Interesting thought, and I totally like that thought because, I mean, he has a bit more. He adds more in a laning phase than a roof, I do believe. Then again, he doesn't have the ultimate, which is AoE fight controlling, right? But if an Abaddon just takes a focus for a few seconds of the opponent team and has his ultimate triggered, obviously, I mean, that means that Abaddon is tanking a lot up. It means he's taking a lot of damage out of the opposing team. However, Team Property is going for one of their playstyles they really like, apparently. They often play a Chen, they often play a Rubik, and they're going to stay in their comfort zone against Power Rangers. Naga Siren and Storm Spirit being picked up by them. While we do see an anti-mage ban, of course, so that there is no anti-mage who's going to burn at Storm Spirit's mana and just explode the storm. Alchemist being banned as well as Abaddon now by Team Property, so they're not planning on picking him up. And with a Chen and Rubik, you can't really. I mean, I don't think I have ever seen Abaddon in solo mid in that small amount of time he has been added to the captain's draft.
I've seen him being played quite recently by the Retry, the team with PGG and ASM.
In Midland.
They played in the National. They played with another Russian team.
Yeah.
And they actually went for the... I think they had aggressive trialing, Abaddon.
Wow,
and they were just tower diving everything.
Interesting.
It was 88 kills that game in 24 minutes.
Wow. okay. I guess that works as well. That is.
It was quite intense.
And not probably also very entertaining as well, right?
It was entertaining. It was a lot of misplays, but who doesn't love to see a killing spree here and there?
Huh. Well, regardless, Storm Spirit means that Power Ranger is going to be able to play really aggressive once Storm Spirit is going to have a decent, semi-decent laning phase. That's already enough for Storm Spirit. Naga Siren is going to be there as well, so they might even look to pick up something that synergizes well with it. I'm quite curious if there might be even something like a Darkseer pick coming. Is Darkseer banned? No, Darkseer is not banned yet, so I mean this might be a good pick up 4 Power Rangers right now, or even maybe a Midas holder, as you said before, against Chen. Really strong items, so Prophet might be an option here as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Power Rangers seems to be looking for... I guess they're looking for offlaner. I don't think they will aggressive trading with the Naga. It's dualable and it's not really bad, but...
Oh my god, this
well,
draft.
when they're going with a Shadow Fiend, they probably will play in safe lane as a farmer.
Yeah. Very interesting draft coming out here. I mean, we see Dragon Knight being picked up, one of those tanky heroes that just stands really well, even in mid lane against Storm Spirit. He's going to be able to bottle Crow as soon as he gets his bottle up, and, you know, no problem. Fire Breath or Breathe Fire is going to be enough for him to farm up. Shadow Fiend. That is the synergy you're looking for with the Naga Siren. Obviously, maybe a BKB, but maybe not even necessary. Shadow Fiend going in with the Song of Siren pop. You can use that so nice and so well in an aggressive way, that Song of the Siren, that the Requiem of Souls is going to go out and just explode within a good AoE reach of the team property in this case. But they obviously have to be clumped up for that, which they might be when they're pushing with a Chen.
Yeah, that might possibly happen, but don't forget also that Naga Siren has minus armor, and together with Shadow Fiend, they will be able to completely negate the armor buff for Dragonite that makes him so tanky.
Dang.
So DK will just be one of the here in the mass.
Yeah. Maybe they might even look for Vengeful Spirit if they really want to go hard on that aura start you're just pointing out, although I'm not quite sure if that is needed necessarily. I mean, it's a strong hero. Would work well with Shadow Fiend's damage increase as well. I mean, Shadow Fiend is just going to be hitting hard so early on with that Necromastery and an Aura of Vengeful Spirit. Might be working out. We'll see.
Yeah, that's absolutely a possibility.
Team property, Clockwork, I've seen them run that hero well as well. And definitely a hero in their comfort zone, for sure. Really interesting draft coming up, but then they have 2 heroes that are tanky, have an initiate possibility. Dragon Knight, obviously with his Dragon form and a Dragon Tesson, and then at some point maybe even possibly with a Shadow Blade, depending on if he wants to opt for a fast BKB or not, which he might actually do in this lineup right now, because we do see a Crystal Maiden coming out of Power Rangers here as well, adding some really nice aura to the Storm Spirit, nice mana regen as well for the Shadow Fiend, for the Naga Siren. So strong hero in that regard. Also some really nice spells for the laning phase. Nice AoE, nice stun, or I guess freeze. But I do feel that right now they're really squishy. Power Rangers are really squishy. They have a Shadow Fiend, they have a Storm Spirit, and they have a Crystal Maiden. All of whom are incredibly low on life points. And Crystal Maiden, one of those heroes that has this huge disadvantage of just running way too slow. That movement speed is just brutal.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm quite interested to see that Team Property banning out the Razor. They might actually be fearing an aggressive tri-lane from Power Rangers, even though I don't think it's possible. And we actually see a Sven pick up. Wow, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I agree, and this is definitely a carry Sven. I mean, there's just no way around it right now, laning-wise.
Although there's even more armor to make up for the Shadow Fiend Naga Siren stack.
Warcry, adding it.
Yeah, and with 3 strange heroes as a free core, that's really interesting. They will be able to tank a lot of damage. Their problem is Naga Siren with the net and Storm Spirit with the possibility of Ball Lightning. They are really hard to catch. There are 3 melee heroes who need to be close to the target to be able to hit them.
Yeah. So their kiteability, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, that's a problem right there for sure. They can be kited so much. Oh, and Tinker coming out here as well. My God, they're gonna abuse the mana regen as well.
Absolutely, and that might be the aggressive tri-lane this game. There might be a Shadow Fiend, Naga Siren, Crystal Maiden. They will try to abuse the property going for Chen, not having the strongest, possibly safe lane. With the Rubik Sven, possibly. So they might want to punish him for picking the Shen.
Yeah, I mean, I do feel that it's going to be a game that is centered around Clockwork a lot. I mean, he has to get that initiation off, and he needs to be able to land a good cogs, maybe even isolating 2 or 3 heroes in a team fight, and just giving the option to Sven and to Dragon Knight to get into range, as you said previously. Although they do have the possibility of just pushing a lot. I mean, it's going to be hard against a Tinker and a Crystal Maiden and a Shadow Fiend. but maybe they're just waiting for that push lineup to pressure them as much as possible and maybe find that hookshot after that. I mean, they have a lot of stuff to play around here, right? Werner definitely picking up that clockwork, so that he's going to go on offlane. Saizo is going to be playing that Sven. Fluxblock's going to go for a Dragon Knight, so he's going to head into mid lane, and Frigolay on the Rubik. Dust is here, Smoke is here, and they might even pop it or not. Nope, doesn't look like it. On the other hand, we do have Power Rangers with the Crystal Maiden, and I have incredibly hard time with that. I get this is Shocksha for sure, right? That's Shocksha.
No, I don't think it's Shocksha.
You think no? It's not.
I'm playing with Power Rangers.
Okay, okay, never mind then. Who is this? FNG? I don't know. I know Moon.
I think it's FNGiska.
Okay.
Something like that.
FNGiska. Okay. Okay, nice. I like that you're capable of speaking multiple languages. Moon is going to be playing the Tinker here. This guy I do know. I do not know G4. However, he's going to be playing the Nagar Siren. Man, a lot of names that I'm not familiar with. ZXC is going to be playing the Shadow Fiend. Looks like he's going to go into mid lane, and we do see. Oh my! Storm Spirit is going to be played by something. It's going to refer to Storm Spirit.
Yeah. Have you noticed how big the new Storm Spirit model are?
Yeah. Man.
Increased the size. And he's bigger than Shadowfiend now.
He definitely got some really nice nice supply of his so favored brew. He likes to drink a lot, the Storm Spirit, and apparently that helped him to gain some size here for sure. Werner is gonna maybe even try to pull that creep wave. Is a little bit off on the timing, might still get the wizard, and one, yep, two. Alright, he got all, so really nice pull of him. He's gonna maybe even just stack this wave a little bit. He has a stout shield, so he should be fine.
Yeah, he actually lost one creep to the aggro to the tower.
Okay.
Ellison sends a tower aggro the creeps. And we actually see the Tinker will going for the ancient stack.
Yeah. Why is the storm so huge? What the hell?
It's like oversized, bigger than the tower.
He's really supposed to be that big, right?
Yeah, they changed it right this patch.
Wow, okay, this is intense. You cannot, like, there's no way you can miss anything on the storm. It's just in your screen. It's getting pinged out right now by Nagasaki.
Yeah, the players are realizing it as well.
Yeah. That is quite funny. That moment when you realize, or when pro players realize something is different than normally, I mean, that doesn't happen too often, I guess. Anyhow, Stormspirit is going to be safely in farming right here, while Nagasaki is going to try to get as much experience as possible with stack pulling right here. Nice job of her trying to deny this creep wave. However, Werner is going to try to get that creep aggro. He's going to get the creep aggro, so therefore he's going to maybe even get a bit EXP. Moon is going to be ancient stacking, and I guess also farming with that Crystal Maiden, that easy camp. She's trying to pull that one. That's some really nice laning coming out of Power Rangers. However, it's going to be interesting to see if they're able to pull it off. I mean, that can be punished so hard right there. I mean,
absolutely, and we'll see here if Property doing the same as they did last game. And this time they have a Sven with a Warcry to have even more push potential and trying to push. But we see Smoke here. Seems like they are rotating mid. Trying to gank that Shadow Fiend is really vulnerable for early game ganks.
Yeah.
Even though he got a really good start, he's up to 17.
Yep, and there's the gank you just talked about. They got the Tinker right there with a lift with telekinesis, and there's the net right now. That means this is a kill on Moon, or is it not? No, it's gonna be a deny by the neutrals. He pulled the wave with that March of Machines. I'm not quite sure if that actually was intentional or if it just happened by chance because he wanted to get some damage out on those two chasing him, but man. Wow, and this creep is gonna go down.
Quite unfortunate for Property, and Steph's trying to deny his troll here, but in very nice shape. Yeah.
Really nice pick with the Crystal Main, obviously having the capability to freeze those creeps and get a lot of damage on them, because less for feeling like something that is forever.
Reed is in real trouble right now.
Yeah.
He's being chased by the Crystal Maiden and the Tinker.
Yeah. Look at where he's going.
I don't think he will get out from here.
No. Trying to juke a little bit, trying to get out of it somehow, but he's not going to be able to do so. There's a March of Machine that is going to kill him for sure. First blood is going to be taken by Tinker. That is going to make up for dying just a few seconds ago. He's sitting at 730 gold right now. March of Machine is still level 1, so he needs to try to get that to level 2 as fast as possible. And as soon as that's going to happen, he's probably going to have a nice time farming the Ancients and the stacks of Crystal Maiden. However, on the bottom lane, I have to say, this is something that is really favoring property right now. Werner's getting some nice EXP, sitting already at level 3. As soon as he has level 6, he might be able to just go into battle mode right away, be very mobile, and in the moment they are very mobile, I do believe that this Tinker is not going to have a good time anymore. And Shadow Fiend, actually, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, the support from property were actually dewarding, put a sentry up in the ancient camp, but it was immediately dewarded by the support from PR.
Yeah, nice job by Crystal Maiden.
Yeah, really well done by the support.
Yeah. Super important with the Tinker.
So
yeah, for sure. And it's going to be a Regiment Rune on bottom. Shadow Fiend locking out on the Rune. Gonna have a nice time, and Crystal Maiden even staying in mid lane right now, getting some nice EXP, harassing Floxpox more or less out of the lane. He's going for Bracer, gonna probably opt for Fast Drum of Endurance to just get some more movement speed, attack speed, and of course the stats, the life, everything of this item does suit a Dragon Knight very well. How is Shadow Fiend looking in mid lane right now? He's sitting at 34 last. My god, this guy is... yeah, winning mid lane, more or less.
Yeah, Shadow Fiend is doing great, but I also want to point out that the Storm Spirit is actually going for the Hand of Midas. He's playing out in the career. He can just go to the side shop and buy his Gloves of Haste there. So he has 5 minutes Midas on the Storm Spirit.
Oh, very interesting choice. That means he's going to be able to just spiral out of control if he gets 5 to 10 more minutes to just farm up the first key item. What do you think? It's going to be Treads probably, and then maybe even... Does he need something like a Lincoln Sphere, or is he just going to go for maybe a Silence, for maybe a BKB, or maybe even a Sheepstick? Oh, they're gonna make a go on bottom lane right there. Oh, really nice initiate by Storm. He's not even going to land against those power cogs, and he's going to wait till the end with that Vortex, and really nice and easy kill right there for them.
That's an easy killer indeed, and I think the Storm will go for Orchid. It's standard and it's really good to be able to silence these heroes, like going for the Rubik.
Yeah.
It's such a free kill.
For sure. And nice mana regeneration as well, right? I mean,
yeah, indeed. I'm probably trying to get some damage on the tower, but this lineup from PR is really much stronger at defending the tower these early stages than the last than the team Bro was.
Yep. That's good, for sure. They're going to be able to hold on for a while in case they actually need to hold on. I do believe that they're going to be able to play aggressive as well as soon as they hit the key levels and key items on their course. We're going to see Treads coming out for Shadow Fiend right here. Going to opt obviously for a little bit more tankability. What do you think? Is this going to be a Shadow Fiend that's going to opt for a Shadow Blade, or might it just be a BKB rush on him? Or maybe
I think we'll need the BKB.
Yeah.
There's so much lockdown from the property lineup that he can't really fight a lot without it. Can he get the Shadow Blade really fast? It's really strong. But I think in the mid game he really needs the BKB anyhow.
Yeah, I agree. Wildkin is going to be helping on top lane right there. However, we do see that Werner's going in right there. He doesn't even have level 6 yet, but he's still finding a really nice and easy kill on Crystal Maiden, opening for another kill on Tinker to follow up right there. Man, I didn't even see him rotating on them. And
yeah, he found invisibility rune, and that really led up to that easy fight.
Yeah.
And also tower going down, so that was really good and needed trade for property.
Yeah, for sure. They got some nice kills right there. Just catching up with Team Power Rangers. And Saizo not going for a Hand of Midas. He's opted for Treads, 1,800 in his bank account. I do believe he needs to go for a PKB, most likely, right? Or is it too on the Sven? Yeah, or is it too risky and too much of a gamble against Naga Siren? I mean, I believe it's the only item right here now for Sven.
No, he really needs a BKB.
Yeah.
Else will just be locked down all the time.
Yeah.
And if he's gonna go it as first item, I'm not sure, but he will need it definitely.
I do feel though that this Naga Siren with the net, obviously, that's just such a strong pick right now against the BKB as well as the Song of the Siren. I mean, Sven misclicking or just using the BKB too early obviously is a death right there. In general, Naga Siren, really strong pick in this lineup.
Yeah, absolutely. Naga Siren is one of the best anti-BKB heroes. All through his sleep, you sleep the whole team except the one with the BKB active, and there's a 5-to-1 engagement.
Yeah. Right now, I'm pretty surprised, however, that there has not been too much action right now. I mean, Vernon just hit level 6, so that might be a reason why. He's going to be able to go in and get some nice hookshots off as soon as possible. As soon as this lane is going to be pushed out again and he's not going to be able to stand on the lane. Pretty sure he's going to be going for some hunting. We do see a sentry ward here by the Radiant side with an Observer Vortex, so that means they see the smoke, and it's getting picked out quite late, to be honest. Would have thought it's gonna get picked out earlier, and I think Property doesn't realize so far. How could they? And they're gonna try to rotate top lane. Everybody knows, so maybe Power Rangers could even punish them for knowing. Maybe a nice rotation with the Crystal Maiden, and yeah, there's the ping out right there. And they're gonna find them. However, who's gonna find whom? That's a big question here. Crystal Maiden is gonna get bursted down really fast. Are they gonna kill him? There's the last hit right there. However, Chen is gonna drop. That means that there's nothing else to do right here. No sandbag for Frigoli. Frigoli is probably gonna drop. Is there mana for Storm Spirit? No, he doesn't have any mana anymore. It should be enough, however. Wow, nice stun by Sven there. He's gonna save Rubik for sure. Rubik's gonna get out. Sven is gonna run for it as well. So minimum damage right here, and they're getting a kill for Crystal Maiden, or of Crystal Maiden. It's a trade that is, I guess, sort of okay. I don't know. Chen dying is not up.
The Clockwork is going for the Naga Siren.
Wow.
He was hooking in, and Naga Siren tried to use her ultimate to try to sing.
Yeah.
But the
battery
just stopped him over and over and over and over again.
That feeling when you just can't cast on Battery Assault. Oh man, I mean, the worst thing is for an Earthshaker to not be able to cast. That is something that is super annoying.
Yeah, absolutely. That's so annoying.
Yeah, you hate those moments for sure. Anyways, 2,600 gold on Shadow Fiend. He's doing really well. 83 lasses for him, having a lot of farm. Currently leader of the board. He's gonna be able.
And we see Perseverance up on Storm Spirit. I'm wondering if he will go for the Bloodstone or the Lincolns. I'm actually quite surprised. I didn't expect that.
Maybe if they think they can get a lot of kills and spiral out of control, they might opt for the Bloodstone. But I do feel that Lincoln Sphere is the one thing that they might need. I mean, that would ensure Storm Spirit to be able to grapple in and not get immediately stunned in any way. However, we do see the initiation on mid lane. There's the net follow up right there. Hand of God being dropped. However, it's not going to be enough at all. And that might mean that there's a push. However, there's Chen rotating in with his Centaurs. And Werner is here as well. Is he going to try a hookshot? Doesn't look like it. He's not quite the position to go for it right now, even though mid tower is gone. And that means that's the end of the engagement right there. But yeah, as I was saying,
just a quick fast kill on the DK.
Yeah, I do feel that Storm Spirit with the Lincolns might be the better option here. Like, I always feel that Bloodstone in pro games, sort of. Okay, anyways, never mind. Here we do. Oh my god, that was probably a deja vu for the Naga Siren right there. Couldn't do anything against that again. Clockwork finding the next kill isn't a killing spree. He's working a lot right now, and he might even be able to keep Property in long enough. I mean, they're ahead 6-4 right now, and maybe they're going to be able to get some push going on, some nice kills, and maybe flip the board over in their favor completely. I don't know what the grass are saying right now. It's actually, wow, it's a roller coaster ride. No clear leader in the gold graph for sure. Experience wise, there's a little bit of an advantage for Property in this moment, but it's nothing really too special. I mean, this game is completely open, so let's see if this smoking is gonna get them a nice reward, or if it's gonna be a waste of time. Right now on top bottom lane, there's a pushing Storm Spirit. However, Storm probably has a lot of mana. Yeah, he has a lot of mana. Question is, are they gonna get him? They're gonna have to wait with the initiation stuns right there. Now they need some good chain stunning. There's the Dragon Tail. No Dragon Tail. Really nicely done by Storm Spirit, realizing that he has to grapple a long way and not save any mana. And he's gonna try to get out. However, there's the telekinesis. He's gonna get him back, and Storm Spirit might need to grapple out. Yep, he's gonna grapple out. He knew that there might be Floxplux's initiation with the Dragon Tail stun, and Hookshot is gonna miss. So that means that 4 people chasing, not gonna get anything right there, and maybe some counter push going on in mid lane or on top lane. We'll see. Shadow Fiend has rotated top lane, and he went for the Shadow Blade. So this means that there's war. He definitely wants to get some nice aggressive Requiem of Souls, some nice attacks with the Shadow Blade. And I do believe this might be it right here. There we see the Song of the Sirens, 2 on 1 spot. He doesn't have a BKB, so this is going to be really interesting if he can get a Requiem of Souls up. There's a Shadow Blade right there. He's going to go in. There's a Sentry Ward being dropped. This is going to be, yeah, I think it was seen by Team Rain. That's why they're not going for it. Crystal Maiden with Freezing Field. A lot of damage being dished out right there. No Requiem of Souls by the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend is going to go down, dealing a lot of damage. However, there's the kill by the Crystal Maiden with a double damage. She's hitting hard. She's hitting hard and harder, but now the double damage is out, and she needs to carry. She's not going too aggressive. She might get killed. Nope, she's going to be fine as it looks. Net on Rubik. Is there going to be any more damage, or maybe even a casualty here? That's a big question. Verna is going to try to go on Naga. He's not going to get into rage. There's a Vortex, and Storm actually uses all his mana and is slowed by his Vortex. Not the best play by him, trying to save his teammate, but however, it's going to get the counter kill for Tinker. My god, this is a fight that is all over the place, and it's not really clear. Ooh, a lot of back and forth right there. My god.
Yeah, in the end, the 2-for-2 exchange. They got the Shadow Fiend, they got the Storm Spirit. They paid the Sven and the Clockwork. I would say it was quite worth it for property.
Yeah.
They didn't get the tower, nor did they force a deny. It's 2 HP over the deny bar. So I think it was quite a decent trade for property.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. They might be able to get some more pressure up in just a sec. Chen is trying to get more creeps. Obviously, he needs at least 2 more, or let's say 1 more, to get something going right here. Shadowfiend is back on mid lane trying to farm up, and I do believe he just realized, oh man, there's some item missing right here. I don't think this works out right now with the initiation, with the really nice Song of the Siren. I mean, it was not a bad position, but I think
center ward from Frigolate.
Yeah.
That really, I don't think they expected the center ward. I don't think that Shadowfiend knew that.
Yeah, out of range, just out of range, or what? By the tower? Yeah, looks like it. Yep. Yeah, obviously it's still standing, so out of range. Okay. Yeah, beautiful.
I'm not sure if it's out of the range in the vision, or it's gotta be because the creeps pass it.
Yeah, that's what I was. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, wait, it might not be, but oh yeah, it has to be. Yeah, I think it has to be. We'll see.
It's gotta be, but it's gotta be on the edge, I think.
Yeah, pretty close.
I'm not remember exactly what the vision range on the tower is.
1,200 probably.
No, I think it's 700 or 800, something like that. It's slightly longer than the attack range.
Meanwhile, Hand of Midas Storm, which we don't see too often, sitting at his Arcane Boots and his Perseverance, trying to get whatever he wants to get. I do believe, or I do hope for him, that it's going to be a Lincoln Sphere. I really hope for it. I do feel that, you know, what I was trying to touch on before is, in my opinion, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but Bloodstone always seems to be one of those items that only pays out when you're in an advantage. And I do believe that when you're in an advantage, why get a Bloodstone if you're risking that you're going to get killed one time and drop half, or I guess a third of your charges? I mean, is that really worth it, in my opinion? Or in my thought, that's what I'm thinking when I'm seeing that choice. And I don't see it that often, I have to say. However, Saizo is going to be scouted here, and Shadowfiend is going to quick hit with his Shadowblade. However, he's going to get stunned. Maybe he's going to pay the price for it. That's the big question. Are they going to make a go? Nope, no go. And also, the hookshot off Clockwork has missed. He's going in with Battery Slip, but it's going to be slightly too short, trying to get him with that Power Cox, but it's just out of range right there, and that means everybody gets out alive.
Yeah, I think that PR is really happy with that, being able to get away with both the heroes.
Yeah, they have that push going on bottom lane as well. Not going to commit for it.
Barely missed, so if it would hit, it would at least be 1 kill. So we're really happy about it.
Yep, and there is one key item on Chen, just purchasing the mechanism. That's something they really need if they want to keep pushing, want to keep pressuring. And we do see a Tempest coming out of the Wildkin. That Tornado is going to do a lot of damage, going to slow, and it's going to be a hell of a bugging annoying thing to have against you. But it looks like they're going to blow off the siege right there. Caesar's going to port bottom. He has his BKB up, but that's it, and he probably needs that crit next. I mean, that's what Sven is all about.
I think even he needs a drum. Something like that, should be able to move around a bit more in fights. They have a lot of slows and PR, they have a lot of not really stuns but lockdowns.
Yeah, I know.
So we need to be able to, the few seconds can hit, you need to do it.
Yeah, that's true, but ultimately that last item or I guess the next item after that is definitely a crit. Otherwise, I do feel that this Sven might not do the work he needs to do, and we'll see if Power Rangers are going to be able to kite it property around enough to actually get a team fight dragged out as much as possible. I do believe maybe they need to wait with the Song of the Siren to actually drag out the fight and to get their spells off of cooldown. However, we do see a go on mid lane. Poor chain stunning coming out of them right there with the net. Storm is going to get focused by, nice sendback by Chen. However, he's going to kill himself, it appears, and I do believe that Dragon Knight was full HP, and not sure if that sendback was necessary. I feel like it was a little hasty.
I think it was a misclick.
Oh, okay.
I think he meant to use the Test of Faith as an aggressive spell.
Yeah.
On the Storm Spirit.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it looks like Naga Siren is going to get picked up after a nice hookshot initiation. Brenner is going to be dropped. Yep. Crystal Maiden getting that kill. That Urn of Shadows, my god, she's getting some nice kills. And we do see a Bloodstone. Ooh, I don't know if I agree with it, but I mean, this is maximum mana regeneration for him, for sure, if he's getting more kills. And we'll see if basically the next 5 minutes are deciding for him with this item, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely, and yeah, Storm Spirit picking up the Bloodstone. Kinda old school, if you could say it like that. So it was popularized before. You used to build the Orchid as the first item.
Yeah.
So
is this that's like prior to almost to Dota 2?
No, it was really popular during. I think it was during TI2, or it was at least really popular during TI1. I remember.
Okay, yeah, I'm not quite sure. TI1 is so far back. I only remember Potom and Anti-Mage being picked up 24/7, or a lot. I mean.
Yeah, and Weaver.
Yeah, and Weaver.
Weaver, Anti-Mage, or Weaver, Spectre, carry, fights.
And Dragon Knight mid, actually. Dragon Knight mid, good times, man. Oh, yeah, Dragon Knight mid. I remember that time. But yeah, well, we'll see, I do feel that a Mana Rack of Crystal Main is not bad as well. Yeah, well, they decide for it, so let's see how it pans out. Right now, Dagger on that Tinker. Tinker is really far away from the cheap stick. He's not quite sure if he's just stacking a lot, and I guess he's not the primary farm target, or I guess farm priority right now. And there's a huge Ball Lightning by Storm Spirit, man, and it must have been ages away. Nice stick starts by Fluxbox. He might even survive. It's a big question. There's the mechanism. Yep, they're gonna go for it. There's the net. Requiem of Souls being dropped. That is one more hit on Fluxbox to actually kill him. Are they gonna get that kill? That's a big question. Song of Siren has been used, so now they can reshuffle. There's gonna be a nice Spirit by Storm Spirit. It's gonna do a lot of damage. Hookshot gonna initiate on Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend is caught out. He's gonna race out. He's gonna die. However, Werner almost killing himself with that go. Right now it looks that Storm still has some nice mana. Is he gonna go? No, he needs to grapple out for sure. Is Sven gonna get nice chain stunning with that Centaur? My god. This Chen doing his job while being dead, not leaving the hands of the keyboard.
That hook in from Clockwork was really saving grace in that fight for for Team Property.
Yeah.
And they were lining up, they were counter-initiating really good, but then the Naga sleep came, and Power Rangers were able to reposition themselves, and they had a really good ability to fight there. But right when the song was going to end and the Shadow was going to use his Shadow Rays to get a double kill, the Clockwork came in.
Yeah.
It was really clutch play there from Werner.
Yeah, I agree. Really nice rotation. Really nice timing as well, you have to say. What I do find pretty curious is that they're even though it feels like Power Rangers do have the nice initiation, they do have the really aggressive picks, it doesn't feel like they're playing too aggressive. Right now it feels for me that, oh, never mind, there's an aggressive go just to... Yeah, I guess I'm wrong. But yeah, what I was trying to say is I felt like Clockwork is doing so much work in this game, as you pointed out, and playing so beautifully that it really feels that Property is on the aggressive foot right now, trying to just get as many kills as possible, get as many pushes as possible. And right now this is the second tower that's been dropped by Team Property in mid lane. And you see all other towers already removed by Team Property, so that means they have a slight advantage right now. It's one tower, a little bit more gold for them. I guess we can take a look at the gold graph again. Yeah, Power Rangers are doing some work. It seems like it. Maybe it's overall the Midas and also the Tinker who's being able to get a lot of farm. However, there's the next initiation. Storm Spirit out of position, and that's the first time he dies with Bloodstone. That is not what you want with the Storm Spirit. Freezing Field is going to be used, but however, there is some stuns coming out. Crystal Main is going to be a dead Crystal Main for sure. She's not going to get out of this alive. Right now, Property being on top with their fights.
Yeah, that's a great fight for Team Property, and actually the Sven is going for the Shadow Fiend as well. I almost got to stun off Shadow Fiend just leaping around the trees, and the Shadow Blade will be able to be popped and we'll get away safe. Yeah, I also think you are right about the Sven. He seemed to pick up the broadsword and going for the crit.
Yeah. They just want to hit that 2 or 1 or that 1 crit. I mean, that's all you need with that God Strength on. I mean, that's so much damage. And we do see a ping on Frigolate. Did they see him? That's a big question. Nope. It's a ping by Property, and this Tinker is playing really safe, and he's gonna push the tower. Maybe Frigolate is even gonna make a move. I do believe he should be aware of it. He has Arcane Boots.
He got Arcane Boots. Yep. And he got the Ball Lightning, so he might have his time of his life.
Although, he sees him. Why doesn't he? Oh, he's careful. He's too careful because
I think they're both afraid of each other.
Yeah, Sven as well. Sven was like, okay, I'm gonna deny the tower, and that's why I guess why Rubik was so afraid. He was like, okay, there's no backup. I could go, but no, never mind. Man.
Then we'll take a rocket or a laser to the face and die.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he just rearmed. Yeah. Well, regardless, Storm going for the Sheepstick now, as it seems. Yeah, we'll see if this Bloodstone is going to work out, really. First 3 charges lost after that last death, and maybe he should even pick up Treads just to get a small boost on his... I don't know, it doesn't really matter. 200 HP by Strength 3s.
No, but the Mana can do some work actually, and also some attack speed to get some more damage.
Yeah.
Some more DPS.
But maybe they prioritize the Sheepstick.
If he wanted it, he would have already done it, I think.
Yeah, I agree. So they're prioritizing the Sheepstick most likely. Sentry Ward here by the Raiden would actually catch out or yeah, but they don't have an Observer Ward, so therefore that's going to happen. That was unfortunate right there, because that just reveals everything.
Yeah, that's a little bit of miscommunication in the team.
Observer Ward being dropped. Question is they going to... No, nothing going to happen right here. They're not going to even try to go for it. Observer Ward
here are going for the option.
Yeah, and nice D-ward by Crystal May as well. A nice ward, not the most common ward, and it's not going to be D-ward by the Sentry Ward that's able to D-ward a lot of spots in the middle of all of those wards, or ward spots I should say. They're going for it, yeah. Fluxbox is going to rotate in. He's going to try to stun anybody up, but there's a Requiem of Souls, but only on Verna and on Dragonet, and then they do realize that they need to go out, and they're trying to go on the BKB. Dragonet, however, Dragonet almost kills Shadowfiend in a man fight. Caesar's going to try to go for it now, going to try to hit some people with his crit. Is he going to be able to? That's a big question. J4 already down, Naga Siren out of it, and Shadowfiend had to TP back, or is running back, I should say, and the question is, are they going to find any more kills? Crystal Maiden going to try to juke it out, but I do believe she's going to die right here. Sven should, yeah, going to stun her. However, he's going to get frostbite in the exact same moment. And is he going to chase? No, they're not. Actually, yeah, they are. With that Frigolay, with the Ball Lightning, he stole that from the Storm Spirit, and they're going to get the kill on Crystal Maiden. And meanwhile, they're already hitting on the Roshan. Dragonet doing it solo with the double damage. My god, that double damage rune. Helping them out as well. And there's no way they can defend anything or contest that one.
Absolutely not. And I think that was a huge misplay, actually, from the Power Rangers. During that whole Crystal Maiden ultimate, the Naga Sleep was on.
Yeah.
The Crystal Maiden was doing her ulti and was like, yes, I'm getting the whole ulti off.
Man.
But it was denied by her own teammate.
Yeah.
And I also noticed that the Roshan is slamming all the time, each time he can, when he doesn't have CD. That's really weird, because the slam should only trigger when there are 3 or more units around him. So that's a weird...
Interesting.
I guess you could say bug, and that needs to be fixed by now.
Yeah, I agree. However, have you heard the discussion about Roshan maybe being too weak? There's been some discussion going on. Some people arguing that Roshan is just too weak, that people take him down too fast, and it's not a boss in that kind of sense, you know. But
I don't really agree with that. The thing with Roshan is not that he's hard to kill.
Yeah.
It's hard to kill him without fighting the enemy.
Yeah.
And if you fight the enemy in the rush pit, you might be in a really bad spot because it's so narrow.
Yeah, it's more of a strategical sort of boss, I guess, because you need to make the right decisions. And there's the go on Shadowfiend. Shadowfiend's just going to TP out right there. There's no hookshot anymore, so really nice and wise choice by that SF, because he might have gone down, or probably would have gone down, only to 2 supports, quote unquote only, because this Rubik with his Ball Lightning. Yeah.
And he's having the time of his life.
Yeah, for sure, balling around, man. God. Also a nice initiation for Rubik. I mean, what could you possibly ask for? He doesn't need a Force Staff right now, he doesn't need a dagger, he can buy some nice wards. He still has his Ball Lightning for some time, and he keeps stealing it, to be honest. He's waiting for it every single time.
Yeah, and it's usually the spell that the Storm uses the most, so it's quite easy to steal.
Yeah.
We actually see Lincoln's pick up the Storm.
Oh, top lane is gonna go. Yeah, dodging the stun right there. So this might have been a lifesaver. However, they're gonna go back. Interesting choice. Hand of God being popped, and they want to make a go right there. They're feeling like this is the time to go against the Storm Spirit. However, Storm Spirit already regenerating so much mana that he's totally fine. Death Style is almost out of mana. He has a mechanism. What is he going for with that Staff of Wizardry? Is it possibly even a Force Staff to try to help?
I think it's a Force Staff. He got a Force Staff last game as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I do feel that's the right item, especially with all those melee carries they have. He might even need to like really force those melee carries into position if they're getting kited. And yeah, nice choice right there. And we do see the next go right here, Verna going solo on that Tinker. Tinker almost dying. Blade Mail being on right there. Oh, it's close, but it's not enough. It appears to... Rocket Flare, too short. No.
Oh, you're right.
Too bad, yeah. Yeah, close one for sure. TPing out after net, wise choice by him, and Shadowfiend is not going to get anywhere close to hitting and killing this guy. Anyhow, Frigol
You see the Sven has picked up his Daedalus now, and the Dragon Knight is actually going for the Hyperstone. So they wanna get as much damage on the Sven as possible. So the Dragon Knight can buff him up with the AC.
Yeah. Wow, that crit on Crystal Maiden.
That's a huge crit.
Crystal Maiden just having.
Well, that was the longest Dragon Tail I've ever seen. Wow.
Well, wow, yeah, that was interesting. I don't know if that's supposed to happen. It looked like that was triggered right after, and man, maybe some bug. Maybe it was right into it. And Storm Spirit is going to grapple all the way out, and it's going to TP out. Good choice by him, almost draining all of his mana, but luckily enough for TP. Lincoln Sphere and Bloodstone, that's quite some mana regen. That's also quite some survivability. The question is, Sheepstick needed? Yes, no. Next go on mid lane, no time to discuss that. Shadow Fiend is going to get bursted down. Is it going to be enough with right clicks? That's a big question. He's going to TP out. It's not enough. Man, that was really close. I do believe this was only chance to get out right there with that TP, and just ate too much damage already before that BKB.
Yeah, he got forced to poke the BKB even though he was in the Shadow Blade. Since DK managed to stun him right in the last millimeter of the tower's range. As I told you before, I think the tower range are so like. And Clockwork actually finding Naga again, and Naga isn't even trying to sleep this time. Oh, she had a cooldown. But she didn't really try to do anything there, she was just gave up her life. She understand that she was dead.
Yeah, hand off the keyboard. Think a little bit about how the game is going and try to react to it. 18-12 4th property right now. They're having a really huge run right now. I mean, look at Power Rangers. They definitely need to, as far as I'm concerned, I looked on the scoreboard. I do believe that they need to win to directly qualify, or at least get into the finals to get enough points to maybe with luck qualify. But I do believe that this is actually a game they need to take for sure. And Property themselves, they're getting far ahead right now. They're playing really well. They have their game plan, as you said, that maybe that AC on Dragon Knight coming up soon, and then buffing that Sven even more. I do believe that Property is looking in a good shape right now to go late game, quite possibly.
Yeah, it feels like that right now, and with the 3 core strength heroes, really hard to bring down in late game.
Yep. We might be looking at a nice and good, cozy 50-minute late game. The good old late games where actually every single step is deciding. Every single buyback might be game deciding as well, and those are the games obviously you're waiting for. Balanced, good games where it depends on the decisions in the most critical moments. And as you said before, Roshan, to just pick that up one more time, Roshan really, I do feel that that there shouldn't be a discussion about Roshan at all. He doesn't need buffs because it's really more about the strategic point, not really about how fast you can be or how weak Roshan is and how much he should be able to kill you. Because, you know, if they would buff him, obviously no level 1 Roshans would happen, and that is something that doesn't happen that often, and it's a nice surprise and it's a nice strategic move. And therefore I do believe it's deserved if you bring down Roshan fast. Why not?
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree.
Yeah. Halberd?
Yeah, we see it.
I was.
Shen is finishing his 4 stuff.
Nice, yeah. Definitely a core item right there. Also, the Naga Siren is going for Halberd. I believe that's not a bad item decision for sure. But it's going to be quite a while till she has it. She has picked up a Gem. Quite a risky move right there. They need to deward and get some map control back, and I guess that's why she took the Gem. I'm not quite sure if she should be walking around as alone as she is right now. I mean, quite risky, quite risky.
And I'm not sure what they are trying to do at the top lane PR. The Storm was jumping up and put up a Spirit.
Yeah, look at Crystal
Maiden. It's no man's land.
Yeah, no man's land for sure. She kind of lost up there. Maybe needs a new GPS system to get back to base. I do believe that TP might be the right decision. Yep, there's a TP. TPing back to the first tower in mid lane. Interesting. Maybe they try to set up a go. I don't know. Aggressive wards, by the way, from Power Rangers. They're trying to get some pickups with that with those wards in that dire jungle.
Yeah, but their problem is really like Storm can't really solo kill anyone with this build. So the aggressiveness from the ward and the Storm being able to run around, and well, that's a nice thing to do to disrupt the creep wave. But he's not gonna find any pickups. That's there.
Yeah.
They don't have any disable.
Yeah. I mean, one thing that they really have going is the Hand of Midas on Storm. He's definitely going to get his items up as long... the longer the game goes, the better for him. And Shadow Fiend, obviously, he's farming out of control right now. And I do hear some ball lightning going on. Was it by Rubik or was it by Storm Spirit? Not quite sure. Nothing happening right now. Storm Spirit coming back into the fight, it seems, and they're gonna try to find Chen. Are they gonna? Yep, they're going to, and they're gonna go for it as it seems. Lincoln Sphere is gonna be popped by that Chen, so there's a Dragon Tail stun possible by Dragon. He's gonna Dragon Tail stun the Crystal Maiden. Looks like a really, really crazy fight. Frigolate trying to TP out is gonna get caught by the Vortex. It's gonna go down now. Fucking Shoshka in some trouble. He's gonna drop a Freezing Field, gonna drop as well. So right now it's a 1-for-1 trade. Both supports dying right here, and really you can't really tell where this fight is going. Very interesting engagement.
Yeah, that was quite chaotic. Support for support on their own trade. Although Shadowfiend farmed during the whole time by Sven also being there.
Yeah, and he's sitting at a BKB, Helm of Dominator, and a Shadowblade. Quite possibly maybe going for some evasion now, for some damage, and just keeping it satanic on for later.
Wouldn't be bad at all if Sven decided to hit him.
So what do you think?
It doesn't evade the cleave, so
okay. So maybe a butterfly.
It might be. I don't think it's a bad decision.
Or maybe even Halberd stacked by all of the team of Power Rangers. I mean, maybe there's going to be a Halberd on Clockwork if he's not... Clockwork, I'm sorry for Clockwork. For Naga Siren, I meant, of course. And then maybe another... I don't know, I guess there's no more Halberd holders right there. But I saw that a few games ago, last week I think. I think 4 people got an Halberd and they just completely owned with a Halberd set of items because of that evasion and because of that Halberd ability. Very
interesting. It's really hard to handle that.
Yeah. And not a lot of people abuse that. I mean, I don't see Halberd that often, to be honest, in competitive scene.
Well, the problem with Halberd is it only really fits supports, because or some strength carries it can work for.
Yeah.
But I mean, agility carries they need damage more.
Yeah.
And int carries they need their intelligence higher.
Yeah.
To be able to spam out the spells and so.
Yeah, so there's really no place
it's a
for
lot of gold for support to get.
Yeah. Caesar 2,000 money for him in whoa, initiation here by Tinker. They're gonna go in as it seems. Do they have Naga Siren? Naga Siren nowhere there, so this might be catastrophe. Yes, Shadowfiend is gonna go down. One last crit by Sisu. This means everybody on the background. Crystal Maiden possibly gonna die here as well. Tinker gonna spam his rockets. There's a nice frostbite right there. Freezing Fields. No, she's just gonna TP out. Really nice TP, and it's probably gonna be enough.
She actually managed to TP. Wow.
Wow. Nice
sure
TP.
She was dead there.
Yeah, thought so as well, but really nice juking spot. And I guess they... I mean, maybe definitely the wrong decision here from Power Rangers, but they didn't lose too much, just the Shadowfiend right there. Really interesting, Naga Siren was not up to their rotation. It does seem like it wasn't more a spontaneous decision right there with the initiation of Tinker with the Sheepstick.
I think if he thought that Sven was all alone and that would be an easy pick off.
Yeah.
But he had really fast support there, and they were never even close.
Yeah.
And now with ACR from BK,
yeah, they're going for him. They're going for him, and they might even kill him. That's the big question. Are they? No, BKB is going to be dropped. That means Tinker here out of order. No Sheepstick harass from him. 636 crit by Sisu. My God, this Tinker just completely melted right there.
Yeah, the crits really didn't work here. If the game keeps on going like it is, I think that PR is really going to have nightmares about those crits.
Yeah, and as you just pointed out while he was getting goat, I mean, that is definitely a nice item. AC up. This Sven, I don't know, can you bring down the Sven? It's a big question, and that's definitely a key right now. And then again, if Sven is down, there's still the Dragon Knight. I mean, he's level 16. I mean, at level 18, he has his level 3 ultimate, and therefore he does have his powerful slow splash. What else do you need right now? That's a big question. They have to initiate with Clockwork, and it does seem that that melee tactic or the melee strategic choice is working out beautifully for Team Property right now. And then again, they played...
Yeah, absolutely. So far, so good. They're trying to get engaged Roshan now, and Naga is standing right outside. I think she wants to sleep, but the Roshan died so fast with the AC and the God Strength from Sun.
Yeah, indeed. Shadowfiend still trying to get more money into his account. Sitting at 300 lasses right now. 4,500 is his worth that he can spend on items. I guess he's really waiting for maybe possibly even using a buyback if it's needed and just trying to get the item as a whole as fast as possible, and still a while, I guess. But this is going to be a key item for him for sure. And Storm Spirit himself, he has a sheepstick as well, so overall, I do believe that Power Rangers does have a capability to even make a comeback. Tinker has a Sheepstick. We do have a Sheepstick on Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit has a lot of mana, therefore has huge mobility, a huge initiation range. Sort of working like a clockwork on Team Property right now for Power Rangers. And in that case, there might even be the follow-up damage with Shadow Fiend. It's really on par right now. I don't know what the graphs say, but I feel yeah. Graphs are even experience-wise, gold-wise. There is a lead for Power Rangers. Oddly enough, maybe the Midas is doing the work right here.
And
maybe
they have a lot more farm as well.
Yeah, Tinker,
several heroes.
True, stacking and farming. Yeah, just more efficient farming by them. But I do feel this is completely open right now. Like, I don't see anybody really... I guess if you get the crit on Sven, you should favor Property for sure. But I mean, it's still more or less a gamble, right? To go for a Sven, it's basically saying, okay, we need that crit at least in 2 or in the first 3 hits to actually... nice, but Flux completely just killing that Tinker TPing creep. Gonna deny mid lane. Definitely nice. Not too important anymore.
But the problem for Property right now is that they are quite mobile lineup. So they aren't really able to handle the pushing from our Rangers. So no matter how good they fight, they might be split pushes to death. Yeah. They got Storm Spirit, they got Tinker, they got Shadow Fiend, and also the Nagi. He can send in her illusions and do some damage on the tower. And for that reason, I would actually like to see the Manta style picked up on the Shadow Fiend. Just to be able to slow siege.
Yeah, that's an interesting choice for sure. The big question is how can Property force them into team fights? Because we do see that there's a lot of split pushing, and Storm Spirit actually grappling into tier 3 tower. We just saw that on the minimap, getting a crit cleave right there from Caesar, and he's like, wait, something here is definitely kind of risky, and there's a Frigo Lay rotation right there.
Are they going for the Shadow Fiend?
Oh, Shadow Fiend on one lane, but he's gonna TP out with a BKB.
The only thing they have that goes through the BKB is a hook shot, and he uses it to initiate.
Yeah, so that's a problem, yeah.
Although they are waiting, the Shadow Fiend, the charges, is down to 6 on his black BKB.
Sven has a Satanic, just purchased it, just got it. So he has a lot of life leech going on when he chooses that he needs it and when he's able to hit a target. But yeah.
He's actually going for Butterfly. Sending out the career right now.
Okay.
The Talisman of Money.
Nice, and it's up. And he's gonna go all in and just buy it right away. So no buyback for Shadow Fiend. That also basically means that you cannot risk too much right here. And Naga Siren is getting chased. So they might need to rotate and might need to react. Are they gonna go for Naga? No.
Top lane.
Yep,
the Storm Spirit is
pushing a lot. He has 1000 mana. He still has 700 after that short ball lightning. Not gonna get him again. And again, a split pushing, just killing any effort of Team Property to find a pick off anywhere. And Clockwork getting the next kill on Crystal Main. Easy kills for him.
Yeah, he managed to snipe here with the hook.
Yeah, really nice. I mean,
that's a nice kill indeed, but it won't stop the split push from the Power Rangers.
Yeah, it's true. And look at Storm. He's just idling on top lane. He's going in every single time, and they suspect it for sure. There's Frigolay coming in, and he's gonna try to somehow do anything about it. Maybe even steal. He's not gonna be able to steal anything right now. But he's definitely looking for that ball lightning for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think that what Property really needs to do is smoke up and be ready when Storms comes in, and just surprise him.
Yeah.
Bring him down. I mean, like, he will probably buy back with his 5k gold and come back right away. But I think that what they need to do, they need to scare him. They need to show that we know that you're gonna come here, so we're gonna punish you for it. And if they do it enough times, either they will kill him so much that they will get a huge lead by that, or they will force him to be afraid and not go there and split push anymore.
That is a difficult situation, to say the least. So late game, the strat is working out for Power Rangers. Even though I'm still very impressed by Team Property dealing with the laning phase against Power Rangers and using that draft to punish them here and there, and they really played exceedingly well early mid game. But however, right now the big problem for them is what to do, how to react, how to play, and well, how to play. I guess they do know how to play, obviously, but how to actually play well and finish this game, in which they had to favor for a while. But right now it's dipping more or less towards Power Rangers the longer the game goes. I'm pretty sure that's the case. I mean, they have do not forget they have a Chen, right? And we all know what happens to Chens that are in game for 50 minutes. It's increasingly hard to actually do something. Again,
yeah, absolutely. He can be a bit of a healer, but that's not a lot.
Ah,
There's
Storm
no
Spirit.
way.
Nice! Long range power! Hook shot, I mean, of course, but it's not going to be enough. Look at the mana by the Storm Spirit. He just got his Boots of Travel. He's going to sheep that Clockwork, and they're going to go in for it. Ball Lightning Stolen by Rubik. There's initiation. There should be another Cox right there. This Storm is dead, and that's what you need. There's your pickoff. They fought long for that. They chased long for that. They used a lot of stuff for it. And as you predicted, there's going to be the buyback by Storm, and he's losing a lot of money, but
At the same time, Shadowfin is pushing.
Yeah. Oh, and they got Ciso. Ciso can't TP. That's huge. That's a huge cancel of the TP. There's a pause by Chen. I don't know. This is a weird pause, actually. I have to say. Not quite
That's
sure.
a really weird pause. But Rubik, he TP'd back. He ball locked it into the Shadowfin, but the Crystal Maiden was there. Freeze him, and Shadowfin just turned around and started hit him. And the Rax is down to 600 HP. I don't think there's any possibility for Property to really get back and defend the Rax in time.
I think he used it. I think he used the test of faith on Rubik, to be honest, Chen.
He might just have done that, yeah.
Not on the Rubik, but yeah, he used it. Yeah, wow. Interesting. You think it was a mistake or it was? Yeah, I guess it was willingly chosen, but Storm Spirit has so much mana. Not sure they can bring him down.
Well, he had the Storm Spirit's ball lightning on the Rubik. He just needed to get in there, disrupt the Shadowfin so the other people could TP.
Yeah.
So I think that was the thought of it. But considering the Crystal Maiden was there and the Shadowfin just turned around and started hitting the Rubik.
Yeah, easy kill for him then. Yeah.
Yeah, really easy kill.
Well, big question is,
2 or perhaps 3 hits.
I mean, does Rubik has a buyback in case he really want to defend it? He could buy back in theory and just go in again. But then again, Sven is not going to be able to be there because his TP got cancelled by that Storm Spirit. We do have a TP on Clockwork, as well as Dragon Knight actually, and Chen has one as well. So I mean, that might be what they need right now. I mean, use the send back on the Sven, and he's back, and they can just go for it. I think they can defend this. Actually, I do think so.
Yeah, but Thunberg is on cooldown. Or no?
No. Yeah. That was my bad actually. They use Test of Faith apparently on Storm Spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
but
I mean,
you can still use the send back portion of the Test of Faith, so you can send the send back. And I think they have to do it unless they go for the base race. I don't think they win the base race because it is like 1 tower before the base even.
Yeah.
But that's what they might be doing. Be weird, and I think they will do that. But I think they gotta send the Sven back and TP.
Yeah, I agree. There's the first TP coming in right now. I'm pretty sure Sven is being sent back home, but they get the Rex so fast. But there's Werner. Werner's going in. Fluxbox is already here. They're gonna go for it. Song of the Siren is disrupting it, and that means that Clockwork is going down immediately. Stephstyle is down as well. There's a huge Requiem of Souls, but there's Sven. Sven gonna crit once, Sven gonna crit twice. Everybody goes down right there. No damage dealer anymore on this bottom lane, but they got the Rex. That's all they need. Is he gonna be able to stun it? Yep, Crystal Main is gonna get stunned. She's gonna die as well. So Naga Siren, Crystal Main, and Shadow Fiend take a fall, but they got their Rex. That was all they wanted. I'm pretty sure they knew that was a suicide mission, or to a degree a suicide mission. I don't know if they actually thought that all 3 would die, but that was definitely a decision they made willingly to take the Rex.
Yeah. I felt so bad for Werner there, the Clockwork.
Yeah.
He was popping the BKB right when the silence went off, the sleep went on from Naga, and he was like, okay, not gonna panic, I'm gonna just hook the Shadow Fiend who's BKB'd as well, and I gotta stop him from attacking. But somehow the hook didn't latch on the Shadow Fiend, but the creeps behind him, so he didn't stun the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah.
And got instantly blown up.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, Blade Man is not going to do so much. Yeah, too bad. Yeah.
Not against the BKB Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, exactly. Now they have a problem for sure. I mean, Chen, he needs to get a few more creeps again, and he's actually taking already opposing creeps off. Yeah, I mean, sure, giving him a HP buff, trying to push out the lane against Sorcerer, however, not possible at all. He's just here again. He's playing so annoying as a Storm Spirit. I can't handle this. This is a split pushing Storm.
The travels to be able to push, yeah.
Yeah, man, they're just going. Well, however, there is J4 being caught out right there. No Song of the Siren for Naga. They're gonna go in. There's a nice Blade Knight by Vernon. Vernon gonna pop the BKB. Who is he gonna go? And they're not gonna go on anybody. Are they gonna try to go back? It looks like they're gonna try to go back. Song of the Siren should be back up, but no, never mind. Naga Siren just dropped, so not gonna be anything in that direction. Caesar now has his God Strength.
Oh
yeah. God Strength ready and use Boots of Travel, but nobody there to push the bottom lane right now. And then again, it has already been pushed, so this looks like they're just going to go for the GG, or at least for the Rex in mid lane, trying to not get the lanes pushed again against them, not trying to run into that split pushing trap of Team Power Rangers. And yeah, they're gonna go for it. Oh, there's a lift on Stormspirit, and he drops to a crit. My god, what a crit right there. 1500. Yeah, no buyback on Stormspirit. He just did that a few minutes before. So this means that this tower is going to go down, it seems, and are they going to try to defend this? This is a big question. Requiem of Souls is up for Shadow Fiend, but I don't think the Requiem of Souls is going to do anything right now, right here, and they're just going to go for the first Rex. Are they going to go for the next Rex? They can't, because every single tower is still up, outer tier 2 tower, and there's a continuation by Tinker.
They really have to back now, they can't really fight this either.
No, I believe
even though the storm is dead, it's...
But they have to back as 4. You can see what they're doing right there. There's this dagger sheepstick coming in 24/7. They actually go for Shadow Fiend. My god, this is a really nice go. However, there's the Song of the Siren. This might be the death for everybody. How are they going to wreck? It's a big question. No! Wow! Defensive Song of the Siren. They're not even going to go for it. They're scared that they might get picked to shreds simply because they saw the damage output they just got on Shadow Fiend. And Shadow Fiend dropped really low. And they're going to send back Sven. Sven's going to run in, going to try to, not do anything anymore. Not enough time for Frigolé. Force to have TP out, play it safe, not get disrupted again by Storm Spirit. That could be anywhere, not in this case, but yeah, just play it safe. Everybody knows what TPs do if they get cancelled. I mean, that's just not what you want, especially after that. Those international games, my god.
Absolutely, and that was a really good fight for Property. That was exactly what they needed. They gave up the range racks on the bottom lane, but that's totally fine for 2 towers and a double racks in mid.
Yeah.
And it will somehow stop a bit of the split pushing from the PR team.
And Storm Spirit just bought a Ghost Scepter, and I mean, look at this, those Bloodstone charges. 3 charges? What is he gonna do with that, man? I don't know, I still feel like that was not the clearest item. Over there's a go right there, catching Frigolé out. Frigolé not going to be able to do anything. Frigolé does not have a buyback and doesn't have the money. Oh, actually, he does have the buyback ready, but not enough money there in this case. So he's going to try to go for the rush. This might be a catastrophe. That's a big question. Naga's Song is still not up for 43 more seconds. Are you going to be able to contest it? That's a big question. Power shot on the Tinker. Tinker might be going down. Nice BKB pop by Werner as well, and Floxbox is dealing so much damage. Naga's Song is not going to be popped. This Roshan has too much HP, so she can't even steal anything, and it was on cooldown anyway, so not quite sure what they were trying to do right here. Maybe they were waiting for Storm Spirit to go on them. Big question right there, and they're going to try to steal this. Are you going to see Storm Spirit snatch it? My god, what the hell? This should not happen. Holy crap, that was an obvious snatch. Wow.
They didn't know he was there.
Well, he just killed Rubik before. I mean, they could have maybe guessed that he got back into it. That's unfortunate. That means that everything just went down the drains. Everything they prepared for. They could have gone to mid lane. They could have just gone for the GG right there. But no. This means that they got to take care. Werner is gonna get caught out. Floxbox gonna run there as well. Please don't go in right now because you might die. No, Ciso is there as well.
There's no buyback either. It's cooldown on 1 minute.
Yeah. Man, this is getting into.
Split pushing is going on top from Crystal Maiden. Big split pushing there.
Wow, they're Property playing so well, but they just don't seem to be able to handle right now the split push, especially after Roche that Aegis was snatched by Stormster. I mean, good job by him for sure. He got an Ethereal Blade. That Midas is sold now, so yeah, he used it completely to its full potential, I guess.
Yeah, that was an interesting pickup, and I mean, like this farm on the Storm Spirit, well, he haven't had the best game considering kills and deaths, but he's actually 30 creepy before the Shadow Fiend in the farm.
Yeah.
Everybody knows how such a flash farmer the Shadow Fiend is.
Yeah. A lot of last hits coming in for the Storm Spirit. I just pulled down the buyback status because I do believe this is going to be about buybacks soon. Actually, maybe already now. It's a big question. We have cheese on Sven. I guess that was one of the things that was causing the Aegis snatched by Storm Spirit, not deciding or maybe taking that cheese first and then not being fast enough on that click. I mean, that was unfortunate for sure. We do have a buyback on Sven, we do have a buyback on Shadow Fiend, however no buyback on DK, as you pointed out before, and I do believe they really need it really badly.
Yeah, I think the buyback and Clockwork is up by now. Or yeah, he has gold and he doesn't have CD anymore.
However, I mean, it's sort of balanced buyback status wise. I just looked at the graphs, and gold wise we still see that Power Rangers are quite ahead, but Property, man, 5000 XP in front. I mean, it doesn't count for nothing in late game, but that just shows you how well they were playing up until now, and Chen's still doing a lot of work. There's the next go on Storm Spirit, they already used that Lincoln Sphere, and this Storm Spirit might go down. No, he's gonna use his Ball Lightning. They need to back up right now, need to regenerate, need to wait till the skills are back off, or back on, I guess, off of cooldown. Werner went in, not quite sure if that was the right go. That's a big question. Are they going to get anybody? There's the net on Werner. I mean, that means that net is not going to be able to be casted on anybody like Phlox or on Sven, but they can't even make it go right now. And the pings come out right now. They're saying, wait, guys, tier 4 tower is bare right now. It's naked. It's getting attacked. What is going on? What are we going to do against the split push? And I mean, this is the biggest question right now. We do see Shadow Fiend playing really aggressive here, split pushing, and he, as you said, he can just flash farm this. He's just using his raises, and bam, complete wave is gone. Everybody's orientating themselves into the bottom lane, and that just means that nothing else is going to happen right there. And that is typical 101 split pushing right there.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Storm Spirit doesn't even care about his HP. It's like, well, I got the 80 second suicide that whenever I want.
Yeah. And right now, this game, I don't dare to say who's going to win this. Right now, split pushing seems like a really strong thing, but you can only split push for so long. I mean, we can see that the goal difference is not making the big impact right now, and might even be the next Roshan fight.
When they got the racks,
Mm-hmm.
look at the dip in the gold graph. It's starting to work a bit back up now.
Yeah,
but
true.
It was really going down faster.
Yeah. Oh, smoke out. They're going to try to go for the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend is going to get caught out by telekinesis. A lot of damage going to fall out. He's going to try to TP out. No, he can't even. Rico Souls immediately there. The TP's to top lane. Really nice execution right here by Team Property. Sven is going to try to stun anybody. No, it got Lincoln Sphere, I do believe. I'm not quite sure if it actually did, but he used it for sure on somebody. Naga, Song of the Siren. They're going to get out, but this was a partial win right there. Shadow Fiend has no buyback? He bought back already. Okay.
Yeah, he already bought back.
Yeah.
And he's going for the Satanic now.
Man, this Shadow Fiend. Everybody's getting super late game items right now, and this is gonna be intense. I tell you this. It's basically gonna, whoever is gonna get the takeout, the real fast and quick smoke takeout. I do believe that they might win. I mean, the interesting thing is actually that Sven, that this Chen doesn't feel like he's out of game, even though it's already minute 53. And normally in every single game you see, okay, if the game prolongs so long, Chen seems to, well, Chen's effect just seems to scale down by a lot. I mean, it does naturally, but still, I feel that he's doing the job he has to do. Bottom lane's getting God. There was a hand of God right there. Werner is here. Werner's gonna use his hookshot. Nice play by him. Clutch play, not just backing out, going back in again. And there's the next kill on Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit dead. No, he has Aegis. Do they have enough to kill him? That's a big question. Where's the next lockdown spell? No lockdown spell. Yes, Dragon Tail is here. Dragon Tail cannot be used. That was just a millisecond on cooldown, and he's back in top lane. Look at that. He used his whole mana trying to damage his tower as fast as possible, trying to get his tower. There's a TB in by Sven. Sven is getting cheaped. They're gonna go on him. Yeah, he has cheese, no problem for him, and he still has BKB. Are they gonna try to catch anybody out?
Really
There's the lift.
Kills. They're just trying to get the tower.
And they're doing good. Yeah, they got the tower, and they're gonna be able to back out with Song of the Sirens. Even though there was was it ball? No, that was dagger. Oh, dagger on Rubik. That's definitely the item he needs. Now he doesn't.
Yeah, he's been having that for a while now, and
okay,
he actually has 2.5k more gold.
Yeah. Okay.
So much money on every hero.
Yeah. Totally missed that. My God, this game is. This is such a game. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna say about this game. This is MKB on the Dragon Knight. What does Sven have? I think Sven has an MKB too. Yeah, he has MKB, Satanic, and a crit. My God, this guy's hitting hard, really hard.
He really is, and wow, they can pick up by the Storm Spirit.
When you go late game and you need burst damage, pick up the Dagon. You have the Ethereal Blade. That's gonna be a lot of damage, and maybe an instant kill on a Rubik, maybe on a Chen.
They got the Ethereal Blade on the Tinker as well, and he might be going for the Dagon as well.
Oh my God, they're going for burst, so they're just gonna take out the two supports immediately and just fight 3 or 5 versus 3 maybe. That might be a plan, because I don't know. Is it gonna be enough for Dragon Knight to take out a Dragon Knight or a Clockwork or even a Sven? I don't think so. I don't know.
I don't think absolutely not, and they all 3 have BKBs as well.
Yeah, I mean,
however, the Rubik's only at 1100 HP.
Yeah,
they only died 5 times with 1100 HP in a 55-minute game.
Yeah,
quite impressive.
Quite impressive as well. Yeah, I totally agree. I did not notice that. Ethereal Blade, the beautiful thing about it, right now the BKB charges aren't that long, and as soon as Ethereal is being popped on Sven or DK, they're not going to do Jack Squad right there. If they want to really use it on them, that's a big question. I'm not quite sure what the game plan is behind those Dagons. I do believe it's just the burst damage. on Rubik, on Chen. No Hand of God, no Sandbag, no Dagger, and no Vladimir's Aura. That might be coming into play as well. Whew.
Yeah, definitely, and the Rubik has been playing so well this game. He's been going on the Storm Spirit, disabling his Lincolns so many times, and then immediately lift him up before he can do anything. And I would say that at least 3 of these 5 kills that happened...
Naga got caught out. Naga might die before she can use Song of the Siren. Song of the Siren is going to try to be popped, but she doesn't even get the animation out. And the question is, can they find any other pickup right now? Crystal Maiden standing really aggressive, waiting if she can even still push or do something here. Very interesting. I mean,
even going the Necro Book just to be able to push even more.
Yeah. Wow, beautiful item choice.
The same thing with that I said with Shadowfiend and the Manta. They just wanna send stuff onto the racks and starting to hit it. Hit it down, hit by hit.
Yeah. Storm Spirit being caught out right there. Lincoln Sphere is gonna be popped, and really nice telekinesis. This is gonna be enough. No. Nope. Dragon Knight just off the timing a little bit, and Storm Spirit, look at it, just doesn't care at all. He's just using his mana, and he's going even aggressive into top lane.
I think they're gonna go for the GG now. I think Sven gonna TP. And I think they're probably gonna go for the base race.
Oh, but
I think they should go for the base race.
Yeah, and I'm not even sure if this Sven should go into this lane. Yeah, he's gonna go for the base race right now. They're gonna try to trade all runes, all glyphs are up. This is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be interesting for sure. Verna is gonna get caught on. There's the Crystal Maiden freezing field. Somebody disable her. Somebody kill her. Somebody, please. What are you guys doing? Go for it. Crystal Maiden still alive. Ciso getting caught out by a lot. He has cheese. Is he gonna use his cheese? He should use his cheese. Use your cheese. There's the cheese. He might even die. There's actually a TP back by Sven. That means Ciso is dead. It also means that Fluxblock is dropping as well. Not the best choice right here. They went for the GG, but they got pushed away on top lane. And they lost another pair of Rex. Was this the only choice for them to go for it? I'm not quite sure. Maybe they should have tried to get another kill on, but they tried. They tried a lot. They tried a lot. And they even got nice initiations with that Rubik, with the telekinesis, and even with a disable on Storm Spirit's Lincolns, and they still couldn't kill them often enough, fast enough. Maybe this is the only option for them to go for a GG, but not right now.
I think that they managed to pop their BKBs a little bit too early, because during the BKBs the only thing they did was hitting the tower, who was glyphed.
Yeah.
And that's really do anything. And right when they could hit the tower again, they couldn't hit the tower because they were forced to hit the enemy team.
Man, what a game this is getting. I mean, right now they have the glyph popped, so it might be one of the options to go for it and to go for it again. Just get that next push going. But then again, I do feel that if they mess up that last one, they're obviously over with. I don't know if they can carry this against Mega Creeps, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be another situation like this one. I think that Power Rangers are quite comfortable going for another situation like this one. Oh, they're going on Crystal Maiden. Not the best initiation right there. Now Verna is in here. They're going to get that Crystal Maiden, but Tinker is here as well. And Verna, even though he has Blade Mail up, he's getting that sheep again. Tinker is daggering into a Powercox. Might be the death of him, but there's the next sheep on Ciso. Man, they're getting ripped apart right now. Late game right now with those sheep sticks, with that Tinker Master's able. That's just a huge problem. There's the next TP in here by Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight is here. Storm Spirit might die finally. Is it going to be enough? One crit. There's the crit. So they finally bring down Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit is going to buy back, however. Gem is just dropped here on the floor. Nobody gives a damn about this gem. And here's Storm Spirit again. He's going to go for Verna. Verna's like, my god, this feels like a deja vu. I just died. Did he actually die? I'm not quite sure. I think he bought back. Did he? No, he didn't, so he just died right now. But yeah, he went. Man, this Clockwork, poor Clockwork. Wow, this storm
is just
balls
going all over the place.
Yeah,
I would really love to see Sven picking up a new BKB. He has just 6 rounds left, but I mean, without the BKB, he can't even hit. He's actually going for Blink Dagger.
Interesting
but
choice.
He can still buy another BKB.
Yep.
Then he don't have buyback.
And they need, Clockwork bought back. They need to go a 3v5. There's a beautiful 2-man, actually 3-man Powercox, I do believe it was. Clock with the Powercox on 2. A lot of damage being dished right now, and it should be enough to bring them down. Or is it? No, there's Ethereal with Dagon. Man, this Dragon Knight dropped like nothing. No AC aura anymore. Rubik already dead, and this might possibly be GG. Yes, it looks like it. They just killed off the complete Property team, and there's a GG. Well played, and what a good game it was indeed. Well played by Property for sure, but overall in the end they got taken out, they got taken down. They had a really good run in the early and mid game this game. Oh my god.
Yeah, this was the power of split pushing, the power of frat Dota.
Yeah.
Showing up by well, they're from Belarus, but that's kind of Russian as well. So, and from what I heard, Russians doesn't like Red Dota, but here they're proving that they can play it as well, and in a certain extent as well.
Yeah, really nice game, man. Nukes, this is actually, even though we're really late, it was only 2 games, and that means that we're at the end of today's cast. First of all, thank you for joining. Also, thank you for all the viewers, and obviously, it's your point right now to shoutcast to have some last words.
I would like to thank you for having me. It was a great time, and we saw a couple of great games.
Yeah, I agree. No shout out to anybody.
I don't really have any much shout out to, so I guess not.
Alright, that's okay. That's fine with me. I don't have any shout outs either except to the viewers. Thank you for watching this game. Thank you, Nukes, again for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed this cast. This is it. Follow me if you like to support me. Not casting English all the time. Actually, I'm casting German most of the time for Go Dota. Nice platform. Check it out if you want to, if you're German. Other than that, I just wish you a pleasant night. Sweet dreams. Don't dream too much about Dota. It's not too healthy. And see you soon.